Imagine an emperor at the zenith of his power, ruling over the known world. What do you picture? A man roaring commands, his voice echoing through marble halls. You might be surprised. The truth is, some of the most powerful rulers in history, the Stoic emperors of Rome, commanded their empire not with noise, but with profound strategic silence. In the heart of ancient Rome, a revolutionary idea was taking hold. The wisest among them didn't shout to be heard. They listened. They understood a secret that has been lost to our modern, noisy world. Silence is not emptiness. Silence is strength. Welcome to Journey to Next Level. Today, we're not just exploring history. We're unlocking a timeless secret to personal power. We're delving into the minds of figures like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus to understand why they championed silence as their greatest weapon. Think about our world for a moment. It's a constant barrage of noise, notifications pinging, news alerts screaming for our attention, social media feeds demanding our opinion on everything. We're encouraged to speak up, to have a hot take, to fill every void with words. But what if this constant noise is actually making us weaker? What if true power, the kind that endures, is found in the moments we choose to say nothing at all? The Stoics believed that true power lies not in controlling others, but in controlling oneself. Self-control was the ultimate virtue. And what is the first and most fundamental act of self-control? It's the mastery of one's own tongue. When you control what you say, you begin to control what you think and how you react. This was the foundation of the Stoic emperor's reign, both over his empire and over himself. Picture this scene, a heated debate in the Roman Senate. Senators are shouting, gesticulating wildly, their faces red with passion, but the emperor, Marcus Aurelius, sits calmly, his expression unreadable. He listens. He absorbs every argument, every emotional outburst, every subtle threat. When others lost their temper, he stayed calm. When his enemies tried to provoke him into a rash response, he would often meet their anger with a quiet, knowing smile. He understood that an emotional reaction is a loss of power. It's handing control over to the person who provoked you. By remaining silent, he held all the cards. He was in command not just of the room, but of himself. This isn't about being passive or weak. It's the opposite. The Stoics' silence was an active, strategic choice. It was a space they created for clarity and wisdom to emerge. When you're constantly talking, you're operating on impulse. Your brain is just repeating pre-programmed thoughts. But when you are silent, you give your mind the space to process, to analyze, to see the situation from all angles. In their silence, strategies were born. In their silence, empires were built. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most powerful men who ever lived, didn't vent his frustrations in public tirades. He didn't post his grievances on the ancient equivalent of a public forum. Instead, he wrote them down in his personal journal, which we now know as meditations. He turned his pain, his fears, and his anxieties inward, not to fester, but to be examined and understood. He wrote his pain in his journals, not in outbursts of anger. This private dialogue with himself allowed him to process his emotions, learn from his struggles, and return to his duties with a clear and focused mind. His silence was a fortress that protected his inner peace. The Roman leaders knew a fundamental truth. The man who speaks less thinks deeper. Think of it like a reservoir. If you're constantly letting water out, you'll never have a deep supply. Words are the same. If you're constantly speaking, you're depleting your mental energy, your focus, your power of observation. By choosing silence, you allow your mental reservoir to fill up. you become a better observer of human nature. You start to notice the things that other people miss, the subtle shifts in body language, the hesitation in someone's voice, the unspoken truths hidden between the lines. Silence turns you into a detective of the human soul. This isn't just an ancient philosophy, it's a practical tool for modern life. Think about your next meeting at work. Instead of rushing to be the first to speak, try listening. Really listening. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Try to understand the other person's perspective completely. You'll be amazed at the insights you gain and the respect you command. When you finally do speak, your words will carry more weight because they are thoughtful and informed, not just reactive noise. Think about a difficult conversation with a loved one. Our instinct is often to defend ourselves, to interrupt, to win the argument. What if instead you just held space? What if you listened to their hurt without immediately justifying your own actions? In that silence, you create an opportunity for connection and understanding, not conflict. You show them that their feelings matter more to you than being right. That is a profound display of strength and love. Silence isn't weakness. It's wisdom. It's the confidence to know that you don't need to prove yourself with a constant stream of words. Your actions, your composure, your thoughtful contributions will speak far louder. When you learn to stay quiet, to resist the urge to react, to simply observe, you become unshakable. The chaos of the world can rage around you, but you remain centered, calm, and in control, because real power needs no noise. Real power is quiet, confident, and self-contained. Silence is the language of strength. So, how do we start cultivating this power in our own lives? It starts with small, intentional acts. First, practice the art of the pause. Before you respond to an email, a text, or a comment, take a breath, pause, ask yourself, is a response needed? What is the wisest, most effective response? This simple habit can save you from countless regrets and conflicts. Second, schedule moments of silence into your day. This doesn't have to be formal meditation. It can be a walk without headphones, 5 minutes sitting in your car before you go inside, or simply sipping your morning coffee without scrolling on your phone. Let your mind be quiet. Let it wander. This is where your best ideas and deepest insights will come from. Third, become a better listener. In conversations, make it your goal to understand, not just to be understood. Ask open-ended questions. Pay attention to what's not being said. You'll build deeper relationships and gain a reputation as a wise and empathetic person. Think like a Roman. Act with purpose, not with impulse. Speak less and let your deliberate actions speak for you. Train your mind for peace, not for chaos. The world will always be loud, but you don't have to be. You can choose to be the calm in the storm, the quiet voice of reason, the unshakable presence that commands respect without ever raising your voice. Master this, and you master yourself. This is the timeless lesson from the Stoic emperors. Power isn't about making the most noise. It's about cultivating an inner citadel of peace and strength, a fortress built on the foundations of silence. From that place of quiet control, you can navigate any challenge, lead with wisdom, and build your own empire, whatever that may be. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of ancient wisdom. If you're ready to master the power of silence and continue building a stronger, more resilient mind, make sure to subscribe to Journey to Next Level. We have so much more to uncover together. Click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss our next video. Until next time, stay strong, stay silent, and keep building